welcome back to another episode of Homely Treasures Caribbean Cooking by Diana. Today we're going to be making arroz-con-habichuelas Puerto Rican style. Feel free to pause the ingredients list so you can get everything you need before we get started. The first thing that we're going to be making is our sofrito. I used an onion, red bell pepper, cilantro, and fresh garlic, which is what I had at home. Next, we're going to be making our achiote oil or annatto seed oil. As you can see, I'm using whole seeds. And the idea is for the annatto seed to give the oil the color that we're going to be using for our food today. You can store this after you make it. It's going to be very hot, so you want to let it cool down first before you store it. You can use a glass jar or any jar that you have at home with a lid, and you can just leave it outside next to your regular oil. It does not need to go in the fridge. My burner was very high heat, so the oil got heated very quickly, so I only let this sit there for about 2 minutes, and it was enough for the annatto seed to lose all that color that I wanted in the oil. This oil is going to take place of the just regular plain oil that we use when we're making rice. Now that it's boiling, I will take it out of the burner and strain it with that little strainer. And then we can put it away. And be careful, it is very hot. It is boiling oil. Now it's time to make the rice. We're going to need our rice pot. You can use one like the one I have or any that you have at home. We're going to be adding that annatto seed oil first. And now let's add our sofrito, our chicken bouillon, salt, and all-purpose seasoning. Let's add our tomato paste, and then we're going to be adding the green olives. I like to let the sauce and the sofrito cook a little bit before I add the beans and the water. Just my preference. I like the veggies to be sauteed a little bit before we move on to adding the beans. Today we're going to be using a 29-ounce can of pinto beans. You could use black beans if you have at home. You can use 2 smaller cans of beans, whatever your preference is, but just for today we're going to be using pinto beans. it's time to add the water. We're going to do 4.5 cups of water. We will cover it until the water is boiling, and once the water is boiling, we're going to be adding the white rice. I used 4 cups of long grain rice. I washed it already, so now we're just gonna add it to the water, and we're going to stir the rice and cover it for about 15 to 20 minutes or until all the water is absorbed. Now that all the water is absorbed, we are ready to mix the rice again or stir it. I just wanted to point out that I noticed that when I used this annatto seed oil, that the rice had white spots on it instead of being all, yellow and tinted. But it's okay. Trust the process, and we're just gonna stir it, cook it, and I promise you by the end, the rice will all be yellow. You will not have the white spots. Just make sure that you are stirring it all the way around and forming that little teepee, and make sure you don't scrape the bottom either, because you don't want to scrape the rice that's already there. Well, that's it for today. That's our arroz con habichuelas. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give the video a thumbs up and share it if you'd like. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And I ended up pairing my rice with some leftover chicken stew in salad, but you could do tostones, or you could do some sweet fried plantains, or any other side that you have at home. Thank you so much for watching again. I will see you next time, but for now, stay sabroso.